all the neighbors run over to your house and run up to your mom and say, "Here, let me help you, I'm gonna milk you"? Or did they just know that that milk belonged to you, the baby, and did they just leave you alone?
Did you watch Earthlings.com yet? Yes or no? What about Dominion Movement? Because if you haven't watched these documentaries yet, you know, they've been the homework for the past 6 months, then get the out of my classroom. Stop wasting my time. If you do not watch these documentaries, you will never understand why vegan animal rights activists are so passionate about being here and trying to tell you the truth about what goes on. Stop being a chicken. No offense to the chickens. But stop being a chicken and watch those documentaries. Oh, you're here to declare your Happy Vegan Declaration Day? Oh my God, that's awesome. Yay! I'll go get my ukulele and we'll sing. Oh my God, your mom forces you to eat dead animals, eh? That is so sad. Oh my God, do you have any cats or dogs in your house? If you do, you should totally run away with them. They're not safe.
Oh my goodness, guys, are you excited? It's election day here in the good old USA of America. My most favorite day of the whole year. There's only one little problem though. I don't know who to vote for. Like, I don't want a man who's gonna go around and grab women's or talk about it all the time. Cause like I was always worried that it was gonna happen at any moment. It's like kind of stressful. But like I don't know. But there's also there's no vegans. So I don't know. What are you guys gonna do? But you know what they tell us at the hospital when you don't know what to do? Eat tofu. So I'm gonna go around and see who to vote for. But I don't really know. So guys, you call me, text me, tell me who you're voting for. Let me know. Okay? Give me some ideas. Cause I'm really not sure. But I know it's my duty. So just let me know. Thank you. There's no excuse for animal abuse. Not religion, not an eating disorder, not peer pressure, not your monetary status. Don't eat animals, don't buy their bodies, don't steal their milk, their blood, or their honey. Don't wear their fur or their feathers. It is only by the grace of God that you are not in their skin. Each time you see a public display of meat, dairy, stolen eggs, or fur in an ad, give it the middle finger. Each time you see an animal suffering, run to help as if you were the victim. Each time it's time to eat, ask for and choose the vegan option. Don't be a bully to vegan children or anyone who has compassion for the animals. Heaven awaits those who do their part with a compassionate heart. Every vegan started out like you, thinking they could never be vegan. It was a crazy thing to do, and yet here they are, 100% vegan, speaking out on behalf of the victims all over the world. Never think that you can't be an ethical animal rights activist, because not only can you do it, but it's also your moral duty and your destiny. Be brave, be better, be vegan, be loved, and start now.
When you made your smoothie today, did you cram that blender full of spinach? Telling kids they're going to hell if they hurt animals on purpose? No problem. Telling kids that hell exists in the first place? Problem. What next? You gonna tell them the earth is flat? What a lot of bull. No offense to the bulls. Or their We are all born vegan. If we'd have known what they were shoving down our throats, we never would have agreed to it. When we wake up and realize, hey, I want to be vegan again. We are born again as vegans. And no, it's not a crazy religion. It's just coming home to who we really are. Happy Vegan Declaration Day to you. Happy Vegan Declaration Day to you. For Have you been vegan for a lifetime or just a minute? Welcome to the club, we're so glad you're in it. Happy Vegan Declaration Day to you. Happy Vegan Declaration Day to you. Everywhere around the world, animals are lining up to thank you for your compassion and for allowing your hearts to open up. I'm against animal exploitation. I'm against elimination. What about you? Share this song if you are too. Gordon Ramsay gave me a nickname. Look how lucky I am. But what's really a mystery to me is how he can think it's funny to encourage millions of people to sentence millions of innocent 6-month-old baby pigs into gas chambers and turn them into ham.
3, 2, 1, sing! Eating animals is wrong, KFC. Hurting animals is wrong, KFC. Share this song and change your entire menu to be vegan from now on. Yippee! KFC, it's time to be cruelty-free and change your name to Kentucky Fried Compassion. KFC, it's time for you to get a 100% vegan menu.
End speciesism, end speciesism, end speciesism, be kind to the animals. End vegan phobia, end vegan phobia, end vegan phobia, be kind to the activists. Dance if you're vegan, hands up if you're vegan. Think you can't do it? Try it, you can. Yeah!
Stop being racist, stop being sexist, stop being homophobic, stop being ageist, stop being ableist, stop being vegan phobic. If you don't like number 6 on this list, sorry but you have to admit, when it comes right down to it, you're a hypocrite. Hello students, we're going to be reviewing the work of Gordon Ramsay, who has 15 million followers here on TikTok. And I'm going to speak to you directly, Gordon. So Gordon, one of the problems that I noticed that you have is you don't seem to understand the difference between food and animals. So food is something that you get out of the ground or you take it from a tree. It is something that doesn't have feelings and it's something that's very healthy for us to eat. Now animals are alive. They are sentient beings like us, like chickens and cows, sheep. These things are not actually foods. So I think you really need a little lesson in sort of remembering about that. Now, surely you learned the animal names when you were younger. So just go back and review that. And from now on, it would be really great if you started to cook actual food and just let the animals live. All right? Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song. And if you call me a donut, that's fine. As long as you're vegan from now on. Eating animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Hurting animals is wrong, Gordon Ramsay. Share this song. And if you call me a donut, that's fine.
Vegan
as long
donut.
As you're vegan from now on.
I'm at college and surrounded by women.
Don't be scared, Tommy. Just Just follow that meat teacher, Miss Tofu. She'll help you find a nice vegan girl who will teach you what to do.
I'm looking for some likes. Give me some likes, please.
Am I missing something? You want likes for walking in the snow? How about you stop paying for the torture and murder of innocent animals and be vegan? Then I'll like you.
Eat your vegetables!
Actually, you're not really vegan. You are someone who simply eats plants. We call that a plant-based person. A real vegan is somebody who defends animals all the time and talks about their exploitation. Actually, you're not really vegan. You are someone who simply eats plants. We call that a plant-based person. A real vegan is somebody who defends animals all the time.
No. Before I get started, I'm just going to say I don't have any issues with veganism, whether you're doing it for nutrition reasons, moral reasons, environmental reasons, whatever. As far as I can tell, there is no societal understanding that says that in order to be a vegan, not only do you not have to eat or use animals or animal byproducts, but you also have to be an animal rights activist or actively try to convert people to veganism. And like I said before, I don't have any issue with vegans in general. But I think that the unnecessary gatekeeping that she's doing not only in this video, but many of her other videos, is doing more harm to her cause than it is good. She's also used her platform around veganism to tell people to change religions, and honestly, that's just messed up. There are so many videos of hers that I want to respond to, so stay tuned.
Dear John, thank you so much for mansplaining to us, female animal rights activists, what the definition of veganism is. Coming from a carnist like you, golly gee, that sure means a lot. But you know, we saw the definition differently than you did. We see the vegan society definition as encouraging us to speak out for the victims at all times. We also happen, by the way, to speak out on the rights of all minorities, the LGBTQ plus community, and against all racism, among tons of other things. So, I invite you to think about the female cows who are raped, and their baby boys taken away, and their baby girls put back into the cycle of violence, just so you can have some milk in your coffee. Why not be better? Be vegan. Dear John, thank you so much for mansplaining to us, female animal rights activists, what the definition of veganism is. Coming from a carnist like you, golly gee, that sure means a lot.
Okay, let's talk about it. First of all, me educating my followers about what the actual definition of veganism is not mansplaining to female animal rights activists. And you can use the Vegan Society's definition of veganism to include philosophy, lifestyle activism, all you want. That's your choice. But simply speaking, there's lots of ways to be vegan. And until society in general decides to include those pieces into the definition of veganism, I'm not going to either. And one last thing. You used graphic imagery to describe how I get the milk to put in my coffee, but I don't drink coffee anymore. And when I did, I drank it black. Peace out.
Yes, here come the carnist feminists, ready to defend the man, as they pile on the death and all the torture of all the other females in the system. Cows, pigs, chickens, you don't shit about them, do you? You're also wrong about the definition of mansplaining. Here it is according to Wikipedia. You can look at all of these nice stickers from PETA while I read it. Mansplaining is a pejorative term meaning to comment on or explain something to a woman in a condescending, overconfident, and often inaccurate or oversimplified manner. Author Rebecca Solnit described the phenomenon to a combination of overconfidence and cluelessness, which is exactly what John had. He didn't know the definition, and he's just, like all of you, terrified of veganism and unwilling to change your own habits while pretending you care about the minorities. Be better. Be vegan. Yes. Here come the carnist feminists, ready to defend the man.
So as you can see here, she responded to my friend Ashley's comment. And I have to say, I'm a little offended she didn't respond to my well-thought-out comment with the most number of likes, where I said, LOL. But let's hear how she responds to Ashley saying that I wasn't mansplaining. Roll clip.
You're also wrong about the definition of mansplaining. Here it is according to Wikipedia. You can look at all of these nice stickers from PETA while I read it. Mansplaining is a pejorative term meaning to comment on or explain something to a woman in a condescending, overconfident, and often inaccurate or oversimplified manner.
Okay, maybe I wasn't accurate. Let's go to the dictionary definition of vegan. A strict vegetarian who consumes no food that comes from animals. Also one who abstains from using animal products. Seems like you were the only person being inaccurate. Bye.
Dear John,
this is your trigger warning. This video will contain discussions about consent and sexual assault.
the way you talk about and describe consent. Now let's examine it.
They cannot consent. That is sexual assault.
You are absolutely right. The bull's do not consent to be masturbated and have their sperm taken from them. The cows do not consent to have this sperm inserted into them.
You know, I typically ignore when people do crap like this with the videos I make or the words that I say, but I will not ignore it this time. I have made so many videos educating my followers about why consent is so important. And for you to make a mockery of consent by comparing how we as humans interact with each other in a safe and productive way to breeding animals is shameful. And posting videos like that just makes it so much harder for us to talk about consent and have people take it seriously. You need to apologize to every adult and child whose experience with sexual assault you just compared to breeding animals, and think before you speak. This is your trigger warning. This video will contain discussions about consent and sexual assault.
Except, your trigger warning was complete bull. Unless you give your audience a full 10 seconds to think about what you just said and swipe you away before you bombard them with information that's going to hurt them, it's completely useless. That would be like me saying, catch, and I throw this ball at you before giving you a chance to put up your hands. You understand? I know it's hard for you to be quiet, John, but next time you give a trigger warning, wait a full 10 seconds before you speak.
This is your trigger warning. This video will contain discussions about consent and sexual assault.
Count to 10, John, and consider this to be a trigger warning for you, because if you think that consent applies to humans and not animals, you need to come back to ethics class. Watch Earthlings, Dominion Movement, and Cowspiracy before you respond to this video. Be better.